It is my humble opinion as a seasoned gamer that the best kind of storytelling is environmental storytelling. Because the show don't tell approach allows for you, the player, to fill in the blanks on your own and develop the narrative naturally. Even if what's running through your mind isn't necessarily what the developers were trying to convey. That individual personal narrative buildup allows for the story to stick a little bit easier, and thus become more memorable in general. On a side note, this is 100% true by the way. The night after this play session, I had a dream about my 5-year-old lighting her hair on fire. I have no idea if this has anything to do with it, or if it means anything at all. I'll ask my therapist on Monday. Now, this right here is an example of pristine environmental storytelling in a video game. There's no notes. No one told me to come here. I just stumbled across this camp on my own. And what I found is a campsite burned to the ground, and these are all musical instruments. And if I walk down here following the trail of destruction, as it were, find a corpse, which I'm assuming is a musician, judging by the fact that somebody has jammed a flute down his throat and a horn up his behind. I imagine what happened is some musician was out here playing in the woods. Some passerby wasn't a big fan of all the ruckus, and he killed him. Since he was dead, he could not maintain his campsite, and he started a very small forest fire. At least that's the pieces I'm putting together in my head. Who knows? Very morbid, but you know what? Pretty unique and very memorable. All right, I just stumbled across some more environmental storytelling. We got ourselves an individual here. I don't know what his deal is, and he was murdered by someone shoving a flute through his ear. So I'm beginning to see a pattern here. The last guy may not have been a musician. Perhaps he was murdered by a musician, and there is some rampaging, murderous musical individual going through the countryside and absolutely going off on the townsfolk. He's not even looting them either. He's just doing it for the love of the game. Maybe this is some unmarked side quest, or perhaps this is just some Easter egg about murderous musicians in the 1400s. I have no idea. Perhaps I just need to keep looking for victims. This is just encouraging me to explore even more and uncover more horrific scenes of violence by a musically inclined individual.